The folks here, they are bundled up, but they're ready for football as you get a look at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cleveland Browns. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Dalton, 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. To throw again. Dalton, he'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. With touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Browns have taken the early lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Here's Kareth White on the return. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
On the return, the Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he'll be tackled at about the 35.
Brought down at the 30.
It was Jacob Phillips who was able to bring him down.
It's now
well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They run. Devontae Freeman. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
First down.
They go play action here on first down. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Mack Wilson. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
It's second down.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Jackson from the shotgun. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Myles Garrett in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Forced out to his left. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Pulled in at the 24. And he'll be out right at the 35. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. A first down throw coming for Dalton. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
7 brings up 2nd and 3 at the 31-yard line.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Buying time to his left. That'll be taken in by Anderson. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one covers 29 yards. First down. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 39-yard line. Now it's Jackson escaping the pressure right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. And he's taken down inside the 30. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Play action. Now Jackson being chased out left. And now he's going to use his legs. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. This is Freeman. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Denzel Ward, the number 4 pick in the 2018 draft, making the tackle from his corner spot.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 13-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And now Jackson will look to throw it. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
And inches.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. Jackson. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to make it 4th down.
4th down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. 6-0 our score after 1.
With the score, Browns 6, Ravens nothing. Justin Tucker on for the field goal. A 24-yard attempt.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3.
Ravens 3.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
25-yard line. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
He's tackled.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Here's Dalton. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
93, 52, 93, 44, 44. Here we go.
From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. They set up the screen to Chubb. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Dalton, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off.
Dalton's pass.
2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
After the interception, here's Jackson. Flushed out right. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2nd down and 5. From the gun, it's a run for Freeman. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard. On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25.
Tackled at the 20.
It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
1st down, Ravens.
First down, here's White. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
Ball carrier.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
On second down is Freeman. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
5 yards on the play, and it's third down.
Jackson looking to throw on third. Found his target, it's Anderson. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. So it's first and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll run here with Freeman. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal.
A 4-yard gain brings up second and goal.
To throw is Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Big play coming here. It's third and goal. From the gun, Jackson eluding the pressure right. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Miles Boykin, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead.
This is similar to baseball where you walk the leadoff hitter and you don't expect him to come around and score. Almost impossible. Anytime a defense has to defend a short field, you usually end up seeing the result we saw, giving up points.
And he knocks it through.
The score, Ravens 10, Browns 6. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25.
48 smart. Watch the out.
Throwing again. Dalton looking for his running back, and he's got him. 5 yards. Now it's third and 5.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Dalton here from the gun. And it's complete. Hooper. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
At the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
55, my guy, 55. I got him.
Another chance for Dalton. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Their own 45-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here in the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Mack Wilson. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Jackson's pass intercepted. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Just 11 seconds to go in the half as they have it 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
On 3rd down, Freeman. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 9, he got 8. And that's going to leave him with a 4th and 1 on their side of the field. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. At first glance, I actually wasn't sure that he got it, but he ended up getting it by about a full yard.
He certainly did, but it took a little effort, didn't it? Took some nice push, a little crease inside, and some determined running to make sure that he got the first down.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now a carry for White. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
3 yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. Now it's Freeman. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Throwing is Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. They'll run on 1st down. It's White. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
And it's 3rd down.
Two running plays go backwards, so what's the call on 3rd and 13 now? From the gun, Jackson. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
They'll run it. Freeman. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
Touchdown.
Devontae Freeman with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is lets you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you've taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Justin Tucker to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Now, he's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Third quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Anthony Averett picks it, and he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender. From there, he doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards.
I know they're not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Operating from the gun, Dalton. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Now Freeman, he's been busy today. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
At the 11-yard line.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Freeman again. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Devontae Freeman, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is now 24.
Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
5-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. Chubb with the first down carry as he'll get about 3 out of it. Make it 2nd and 7 coming up.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. From the gun, Dalton. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Here's Freeman. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there. And I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory. And as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think he may want to keep them cranking high right here.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Here's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. And he missed it. It's That's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Keeps the score.
Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the fourth quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
The Browns drive about to get started. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10.
They go 368. Regular.
Mike 54. Come on.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And got his man complete. And all the way down to the 35. A big play that time for Cleveland. 42 yards.
35-yard line.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Kill.
They go 10. They go 368.
So Dalton now. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Odell Beckham Jr.
Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. Play action here with Dalton. He'll find Bryant, his tight end. It's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll run with Chubb, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
At the 9.
Andy Dalton. Now they go screen. It's complete. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they try to punch in a late touchdown. This is caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Austin Hooper with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. So now after the touchdown, Dalton will lead him up to go for 2. Here's Chubb to try to run it in. And he'll find his way in for 2. And we're back to a 2-score game. The lead's cut to 16.
Browns 14.
scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. A 20th carry now for Devontae Freeman. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Flush to his right. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And nearly intercepted. That would have been a hat trick, his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. They give the Chubb out of the gun. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Patrick Queen on the tackle. A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
Results in a 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
By the Ravens.
The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he'd won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career. But when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. He'll buy some time right on the crossing route, complete. That's Brown. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Solid way to start the drive, 13 yards, picking up the first. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. Sheldon Richardson there to make the play.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And I know I'm not breaking any news when I say that any road win in this league is a good one.
No doubt.
But it's a double bonus when you get a victory on the road in your division.
And when you start a season, each team breaks down their schedule in different ways. Some do it every 4 games, right? Let's go quarterly. Others say, listen, we've got to take care of our home field. And, you know, out of a 16-game season, if you get 8 at home, let's at least win 7 at home and split our road games. That's what you're trying to get done. So you're exactly right. A road win, precious, especially within the division.
So for the Ravens, it's a 10th win of the year now as they move to 10-4. And they will head home next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, their playoff hopes take a hit as they drop to 7-7. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Kick it and go. Kick it and go. With a stiff arm, spin move in zones, go.